Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to another video. First things first, you might notice this video is a little short, and later on in the video, you might notice that I only did one outfit for this cast, and that's because my computer turned off and I lost a video. Not once, not twice, not even 3, but like 4 times. And so I'm a little frustrated, but I'm gonna let that go because I do like what I created in this video, as it finally happened. And so I ended up, just for the sake of time and my own sanity, doing one outfit in this cast. But I do want to hopefully set aside time later in the month to revisit this sim and finish her and do something with her. So if you like her, fingers crossed we'll see more of her. Anyway, so what I was going to do originally, I was going to make a vampire. And originally I was going to make a very scary vampire because typically I like to make a vampire that looks very non-vampire in their human form and then like super contrast in the vampire or their dark form, as it's called in The Sims. And I was going to do just completely scary vampire. The dark form was going to be even scarier than the regular form, but the regular form was still going to be like, whoa, girl, you're a vampire. Woo. Uh, you know? And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And then I started working on another sim, which, rest in peace to all of these sims. I started doing a contrasting sim, and then from there I moved into this sim that was going to be a teenage girl, and she was like super cute, and then she was like a terrifying, scary vampire. Computer turns off, lost her. Then I was going to do another vampire. Computer turns off, lost her. And then I was like, fine, vampires aren't meant to be. I will do an elf. And so I went and downloaded all these cool ears, which I ended up not using any of in this cast, which is a bummer because they're really cool, but I just didn't like them as much as I thought they would. Oh, bummer. Anyway, and I was like, elf, cool. And then I was like playing with the ears, and I was like, I don't really want the. I don't like these ears, but I do want to use one of them. And like, I kind of like this one that was like had a fin, and I was like, ooh, this is a cool ear. I'll make a siren. And then I was like, nah. After 5 minutes of that, I was like, nah, screw sirens. And I went back to the elf, and then I lost that elf. Oh, my poor elf. She was so gorgeous. She actually looked very similar to the elf you are looking at right now, but like it's not the same when you have to start over because you do like all the like close-up detail work and stuff on the face and whatnot. But anyway, so we come to this elf, this beautiful girl, and I'm still very happy with her. I actually think I picked a different skin tone for this one than I had originally intended because I wanted her to look super ethereal and just magical. And I love her. And the original version of her, I gave her, you'll notice I do use a, oh, what is it called? I haven't used them in so long. Oh, an overlay, an eye overlay to make her eyes like even more majestic. And I actually use a different one that I have originally, and she looked like this elfin anime girl. And I was like, this girl, magic. But not like anime, like you're watching an anime like cartoon flat, like, you know, even though it's beautiful, you're not watching that. It's like when you see someone's like hyper realistic anime art style, that's what she looked like. And that's what I tried to bring back to life in this one outfit cast. But even so, like, I changed eye overlays and like her features a little different. I think the skin tone isn't quite as bright and ethereal as the original sim, but even so, I really like her. You're probably like, why are you doing elves or an elf right now? Why are we thinking about sirens? Why'd you let go of vampires? It's, what do we want to call it? We got to stick with something. Simoween, October, Utober. I don't know. It's spook season. That's probably the best one, honestly. You're like, it's spook season. Vampires are spook. E. And so you should have done as vampire because they're scary. And I want to do a vampire. I'll get there eventually. Don't you worry. And I have huge plans for like the video that's going up on the actual day of Halloween. So hold on to your horses for that. Unless I lose all motivation, it doesn't happen. In which case, like, I'm sorry, I got your hopes up. But anyway, I digress. And I was like, no, let's do something a little bit different and go a little bit more towards the fantasy side because I've been seeing online a lot of pictures of people's really cool fantasy costumes. And was like, hey, I could do a fantasy situation here. And so I did. And I think she's so cute. I gave her like some custom content teeth and whatnot. But I just, I really like her. And I had these, the antlers sitting around that I hadn't used them yet. And I also like downloaded the mod to be able to give any sim spiky pointed ears like ages and ages and ages ago. And you know how many times you've used it? Like never. And she just kind of like came to be, and I like her. I just imagine her walking barefoot through the forest. Maybe we need to put her and like our and Raven Blackpool in a situation where they can interact. I don't know. But I also did like, you can see me giving her traits here because normally I like stop recording before that, but I was like, this is one outfit, so you can see all of it. So obviously she loves outdoors. She's a vegetarian. I imagine she eats a lot of like acorn flour bread and stuff, and obviously she's creative because what else is an elf gonna be but creative? She probably creates majestic gardens. But anyway, that is today's video, and I hope you like it, even though it was a bit short. I like it. I like her. And if you have any ideas for how you would like to see her again later in the month, if I choose to bring her back, let me know in the comments down below. But until then, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!